Great. I'm here with Adam Perry on Upper Hillsborough Street in Charlottetown, and Adam's a filmmaker with a lot of work already under his belt and a big future ahead. So tell us, Adam, how long you've been kind of full-time or actively in the filmmaking business.
I started when I was about 13,
Right.
so I guess 20 years or more, and I've always wanted to tell stories, and I'm not really good at much else.
Well, I've seen you in action. You've got an inner eye that goes with the storytelling, and it's a remarkable combination. So tell us about some of your projects you've got on the go currently, so people get an idea of the scale or the kind of direction.
Sure, yeah. I just finished the largest production I've ever been a part of. My producers, Jenna McMillan and Jason Arsenault, and I have been developing a large feature film set in the world of Irish moss up in Skinner's Pond. And we are developing sort of a package that we can sell to distributors and broadcasters from across Canada. And part of that package is a short film that we just finished a few weeks ago called A Blessing from the Sea.
And that's going to be launched early in the new year?
Yeah, we'll probably have a few private screenings in January or February.
Great, Adam. And then that's something that can, you might say, take you on to further paths, or you've got the short film, but there are other aspects of it.
Sure, the short film is its own thing.
Yeah.
It's got a beginning, middle, and end, and it serves every purpose that short film should have. But it's also a calling card for the much larger project that we hope to make in 2018. So next year we'll be showcasing this around and trying to finance our feature film.
And one of the pieces that we've had a chance to work on recently will be the Premier's Christmas greeting, and that was a great experience, certainly for me.
Yeah, and me too. Getting to go back up west and shoot more footage is always a blessing to do, and I hope that turns out really well for you.
So what sort of a team is involved in sort of when you're putting this work together?
Well, it depends on how big you can go, or you choose to go. But really, I've done many productions where it's just been me and a sound guy, or just me and a camera. But for A Blessing from the Sea, we had upwards of 30 people working for us.
And then you've got some other kind of potentially sizable initiatives in the works in terms of your kind of storytelling, right?
Yeah, we've got as far as like script writing goes, the script that I wrote for the feature film has won about 4 or 5 awards now across North America and even in the UK. So that really helps us when we're trying to get a movie made. It's not just any script; it's a 5-time award-winning screenplay, and we can take that with hopefully an award-winning short film. And these are all the key elements we need to make $1 million movie here on PEI.
So you've got your own, what I call storytelling and inner eye. You've got the business, obviously, as a part of this. You've got people that you pull into your team, and there's a lot of talent around in the province. So what was your background, or what was your kind of path of development to get into this?
Right. Well, it was always I always had strengths in arts and creativity, and I always knew that telling stories was what I wanted to do. I started off as a comic book artist, but then realized I didn't have the patience to sit there and draw panels. It wasn't fast enough for me, and then I started getting into animation, and again I realized that I wasn't able to create the sort of content I wanted to create quickly enough. And then I got into making films and working with video cameras when I was a teenager, and that was sort of satisfying my goal of creating content at a much faster pace. And that's when YouTube finally came out. So it was like those two worlds colliding kind of really worked out well for me. But now, as I've matured, I realize that I got to slow things down, and that's why I've taken some time with my film. It's taken a few years now.
That's fantastic, and most of this is self-taught.
It is, yeah. I went to Holland College and took graphic design a long time ago now, but that's kind of given me some skill sets to that I use every day. Yeah, I've never gone to film school, and I've just learned from experience.
And a big part of what's at the core of this is a sense of place and an opportunity to build community here in Prince Edward Island.
Totally, it's been my dream to remain here on PEI and do what I love to do, and build an industry and a community of people just like me.
Great, and building a family too. So you got a lot on the go.
Busy making a family too. Yeah.
Great, Ed. I would love to have a chance to talk to you. We look forward to seeing the next beautiful phases of your work.
Thank you.
Great.